All right, guys. So we're about to get started. Welcome to FES. This presentation is going to be very, very simple, very quick, very efficient. Before I even get to the information, I want to share my personal story with you guys so that way we can relate, because I don't want to pitch anything that that I'm not even backing up or I haven't even experienced myself. So long story short, got it started with this amazing opportunity about a year ago. A year ago, I used to work at Wells Fargo. My credit was not in the best position. Um, I was in a 497 credit score, working 60, 70 hours per week, and I found myself broke, busted, and disgusted, and not having enough money to pay my bills. So at that point, I had to make a change. Talked to a gentleman from on Facebook. He shared with me that he was actually doing credit repair as a business, as his way of earning income. And I used to watch the gentleman lifestyle, having the lifestyle that I actually wanted. So I trusted them. I got started with this amazing opportunity. The first reason to get started was to actually get my credit fixed. So with that being said, within 45 days into the company went and fixed my credit. They removed a lot of negative items. I went from 497 to 696. With that being said, I got super excited, started working the business aggressively, and I took upon this business. I started working at it part-time, and within 90 days, I was able to actually pay off all my debt within the income that was generated from this business and walked away from the banking industry within 90 days. Ever since then, it's been a year. We've been working this business full-time. And I'm going to go over the credit part, how to actually get your credit fixed. So the company is called FES Financial Education Services. If you follow me over here on the screen, okay. So the facts are 61 million people have 599 credit score or lower, right? Currently, 4 in 5 credit reports have errors on them, causing lower credit scores. Over the course of your lifetime, having less than perfect credit could affect the place you rent, your interest rate, the fees, and etc. A lot of people just want a low car payment, but they don't even know what the interest rate on there. So that's lack of information, lack of education on credit. Now let's talk about the FICO score, right? A lot of people see the FICO score, they see the number, but they don't know how it's broken down. So let's kind of give you guys some free content over here. So if you have a pen, make sure you write some notes, because this is going to be very important. Okay, so when the banks look at you, they use this model right here to actually grade you. So the payment history is going to be 35%, and the amount that you owe is going to be 30%. Meaning that if you have your credit card, you want to make sure you pay your card on time, your car payment on time, your mortgage on time. That's going to show the bank that you're disciplined. 30% is going to be the amount that you owe. 30% is very key. Why? Because the bank want to see, okay, if I give you $300, are you going to blow $300 with it, or are you going to use it by increments, or are you going to pay on time? So that dictates whether you're a desperate person or you're a person with discipline. Again, it goes back down to pay what you can afford, okay? Outstanding debt is another one. Age of your credit, that's going to come in due time. The type of credit, also understand that a credit card, you have a car loan, and you also have mortgage. These are different type of credit. Each specific credit affect your if each specific credit, it affects your report differently. So if you have a car, it's going to show up on your credit differently versus somebody who has just only credit cards. Now, you want to have weight to your credit. Credit inquiries also very important. You want to make sure you keep that very low. So when you look at the pie chart, they use those percentages to actually dictate the credit score. Okay. Good. Next, financial education services. This is where the marketing arm comes in. Paramel Nayak and Mike Toloff. These are the founders that created this portal. That's the marketing portal. We are A+ with debt-free, 100% in annual sales growth. You want to work with a company that's obviously debt-free. So United Credit Education Services, that's the other portal that's actually going to teach you guys and also fix your credit and going to do the dirty work. Now, UCES will help you identify and challenge your inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete items. Again, because of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it was established back in 1971. Because of that law, we're actually able to actually remove negative items that's not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. We're looking at late payments, collections, bankruptcies, judgments, foreclosures, bank public records, settlements, student loans. And I know at some time, I understand it's your fault that you have a late payment. You're probably wondering, how are you going to get that late payment? How are you going to get that student loan off? But understand, because of the FCRA, it covers all of that. It's going to allow you to actually get those things off. Again, I like to say it this way. Let the professionals do what they do best, okay? First thing first, what we do, we pull your credit. You're going to have a back office just like this as a customer. You do have multiple other services as apart from credit repair, but we pull your credit. You're going to have a back office. You're going to answer some questionnaires, verify yourself. Just to let you know, we have 14 plus years in business, satisfaction guarantee. Next slide, step number 2, we're going to mail out your letters. I highly recommend if you're getting started, those of you getting started, make sure you get the PDF format. We have a customer service in place. So that way you call them and let them know you want PDF so you can actually download it and you can send it out instead of waiting in the mail, which is a much faster process. Step number 3, review your document status. This is going to be your portal. For example, over here, FCO collection, right? You're going to see in dispute, for example, Capital One, deleted. So that's going to be your portal like this. You want to make sure you check, your Experian, your Equifax, and your TransUnion on a weekly basis. So that way you know where you're at, what's been happening on your credit. Also, you're going to be notified as well. Now, let's kind of run over all the other services. We have Credit Builder, is going to teach you how to build your credit. The Credit Attorney, they're going to go to war for you guys. Credit monitoring is amazing. This app, you can actually download it to your personal phone. It's called Smart Credit. The Smart Credit is going to give you the actual credit number that you're looking for. Is going to give you the result. It's going to give you the notification, what's been deleted. So it keeps you up to date. You don't have to keep on calling us. The FES Debt Zero is going to help you pay down your debt at a much faster rate. LifeLock, I'm very amazed about LifeLock. It's the #1 identity protection in the whole entire nation. How would you feel if you know for sure whether you lose your wallet, whether somebody steal your wallet or break into your house, your personal information is safe. You don't have to worry about anything because LifeLock protects your identity. If someone steals your personal identity, they can't do anything with it because LifeLock is going to put a lock onto it and they're going to cover you. That's very important. We have Financial Lockbox. It's a virtual lockbox. RX discount card. You also get that. We're talking about from 10% to 85% discounts on medication. I actually used that for my mom. I was able to get a lot of money off on the medication. Travel discounts, you get a traveling portal where you get amazing discounts, you get cash back for shopping. Why do we have so many other things on there? It's because we want to show you guys we're not just a credit repair company, but we want to show you how to save money, protect your identity, protect your future. We even give you will, trust, and power of attorney so you can protect your family. Because at the end of the day, it works hand in hand with money. If you don't have enough money, then you can make your payments on time. If you can make your payments on time, then you have late payments. One late payment affects your credit from 50 to 100 points. So there's nothing negative that is small in your credit. Every negative, it's a big deal. So we want to make sure that you have your life in order, you protect your identity, but more importantly, you have a track record. You're dealing with a company that is solid. With that being said, guys, there's another service that we're going to talk about. It's called Credit My Rent. It's actually a trade line, right? So you can actually go back and take 2 years of your rental history and dump it into your credit, and you're going to be able to get positive trade line, meaning that history, once that history reports to your credit, the algorithm is going to boost your credit up from 50 to 100 points. So that's going to be major. If you're in line to buy anything, you should definitely sign up for the Credit My Rent. This is an in-house service. I know for sure this service works effectively. With that being said, guys, first month is $188 and then $89 a month. Again, $188 to start for those of you who want to become customer, and then $89 per month. When you break it down, it's about $3 per day, right? $3 per day is not going to make you bankrupt. It's going to make you any broker. And guess what? If you're at the bottom, if your credit is low right now, think about it. You spend money on coffee, you spend money on buying lunch, you go take your significant other out, right? You're paying $200 dinner. Guess what? Put $3 a day on the side. You can actually better your life, fix your credit so you can have the house that you want. So your kids can be in the school zone that they deserve to. So you can have the car that you want. You can have the interest rate that you deserve, because without credit, you don't have any savings, because the bank look at you this way. If you have good credit, good, right? They'll finance you. They'll give you money. But if you don't have good credit, it's an opportunity for them to make a lot of money on just interest rate, because those interest rate fees, they accrue on a daily basis. So with that being said, guys, $89 per month is no big deal. It's only $2 per day. We can go ahead and get you your credit fixed in a short window. Mine went up within 45 days. And as of today, I'm standing with a 723 credit score. It's not an 800 credit score, but I'm much better than a 497 credit score. Again, guys, for those of you who want to become a customer, make sure you get started today and get with the person who we invited you to this webinar. They're going to help you fill out the form. It's very basic. Get started today. Don't procrastinate. Here's one thing I learned from my mentor. Opportunities always come inconveniently. Opportunity never come when you feel like you're comfortable. It always come in the time where you already spend your money, you already pay your rent. But guess what? The people that always, the people that are successful in life, the people that take advantage of opportunity, the people that are in a better position in their life, these are people who take action no matter what. You want to make sure you take action no matter what, because at the end of the day, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if your credit's been at a 400, 500, or you're in a position where you can't buy, you don't have your buying power back, how long have you been in that position? And let me ask you another question. If you wait and you stay at that position, how would that affect you? How would that affect your kids? How would that affect other people's kids? Because at the end of the day, every decision that we make affects someone indirectly or directly. So with that being said, $89 a month, guys. For those of you who want to become customers, get started right now. Let's get you going. Let's get your credit fixed. Now, we're going to start a second part of the presentation where we're going to talk about the money. For those of you who are a little bit more aggressive, who want to make more money, who want to take it to the next level, I'm going to go over the money. Some people are allergic to money. This is the time for you to exit and take your flight back to your space. But some people, they like to make money. I love making money because I understand that without money, you can't even take a vacation. You can't even enjoy yourself, right? Now, let's talk about the business opportunity, right? How many people you know have less than perfect credit, don't have their financial affairs in order, but have debt, dislike their current job, or looking for a change, need to make more money? Guys, I remember working at Wells Fargo as a banker. I was a floater. I was working 7 different branches because of the ability I have to speak more languages. They used me pretty well. But guess what? I was broker and broker. I remember one of my coworkers one day, he said, Mike, I got a little boy. You wouldn't even imagine if I tell you how much money left in my account after I paid all my bills. And I was like, what's the number? She said $1.75. I was like, wow. It kind of hit me. I don't have any kids. I don't have any wife. But, she was a single mom. She has a very handsome little boy. And then when she shared that with me, all I was thinking about, I was like, okay, I'm next in line. Because you've been working here for 4 years. I'm coming into this bank and you have $1.75 in your account after you pay all your bills. So I was going to be the next victim. And I had to make a decision. At that moment, a huge red light went off in my brain because it was an emergency for me. So I had to get my things in order, start making phone calls. I looked at my bank account. I looked at my credit cards. I was 15,000 plus in credit card debt. So I had to run. So I don't know if you're in that situation where you're being at the bottom. I don't know if you're in a situation where you make good money, but you want to make more money. And one thing I know about business owners, every business owners want to make more money. Now, let's look at some of these headlines. Finish at 40. Where did my career go? 50 and fired. And you got this little lady right here, probably working at Walmart, right? So you don't want to be that person. You want to be that person who would buy into this, work for 40 years and retired and on $1,700 a month. Guys, I was a banker, and there's so many good people that work very hard for different big companies. Guess what? They're actually saving themselves. They, come into, getting that little $400, $500 paycheck. Trust me, it's not that cute. Now, let's talk about the hybrid marketing, where entrepreneurs meet corporate America. So I'm going to go over the difference between a job and FES, right? For example, jobs are going to give you the 40-year plan, okay, versus FES, 2 to 3 year game plan. Linear income, we have residual income. At a job, you have a boss. Here is BYOB, bring your own. Bring your own business. Not bring your own beer, okay? Bring your own banks. Bring your own money. 401k, generational wealth on FES, okay? Because it's a willable, okay? No tax benefit on your job. Can't will it or sell it. Over here, there's tax benefit, willable and sellable. Guys, there's 2 ways to make money in America, okay? Either you make more money or you pay less in taxes, okay? You have more tax advantages. So these are the principles that the wealthy of this country follows. Let's talk about traditional business versus FES. Traditional business is going to cost, invest $50,000 to $100,000, right? And FES is only $288 to start. Guess what? No overheads. You don't have a lot of things that you have to pay. No profits for 2 years or more. And if you survive 5 or 10 years in business, you're lucky. Profits within 30 days. Anybody that I work with personally within the first week should be able to receive a paycheck. 90% chance of going bankrupt when you do traditional business. Over here, 0 chance of going bankrupt. Guess what? All you need is the internet and your cell phone to do this business. Overhead, rent, utilities, employees. Over here, there's no overhead. Business dependent on you. as a traditional business, but over here, business depending on the system that we have. To double in size, you have trouble with your overhead, right? But in FES to double in size, you have to double your team. It's very simple, guys. It's 2018. People don't make money the same way anymore. Now, I'm going to go over how you actually make money. Say you went out there, you went and get one customer, you make $100. Two customers, $200. Three customers, make $300. So for every customer that you acquire, you're going to actually make an extra $100 bonus. There's no limit to the amount of customers you can get. Now, I know some of you are thinking, oh my God, it's only $100. You know, I make more money at my job. I already make six figures for the year. Guys, six figures is no longer impressive anymore, okay? Six figure in 2018, there's nothing impressive about it. But I'm going to show you, for those of you who like big numbers, let's play with the numbers a little bit. Let's say you get started, you went out there and get one customer. If you get a customer per day, that's $3,000 in a month. If you get 3 customers per day, guess what? That's $10,000 in a month, okay? That's one way of looking at it. Also, after the third payment, you're going to start making what you call residual income. Once that customer continue to pay their bill, you're making a $12 kickback. 10 customers, $120 a month. 100 customers, $1,200 a month, so on and so forth. Let's look at things into perspective. Let's say you went out there and get 5 customers per month. That's $500 per month. 5 customers per week, $2,000 per month. What if you were a little bit more aggressive? You went out there and get 10 customers per week, and that's $4,000 per month, right? Let's say you're a superpower. You went out there and do 20 customers per week. That's $100,000 per year. Guys, I don't know where you at, but $100,000 per year, whether you're a big baller or not, that's some decent money. You could do a lot of things with that. You could flip another business. You can pour into some type of investment portfolio. It doesn't really matter, but let's talk about the way, the how you actually get people. I know I go over credit repair. Yes, it sounds amazing. You make $100 per customer. Now let's talk about how you get the people. Look at this, family and friends. If you ask around how many people have less than perfect credit, you know, most people's family have less than perfect credit, right? Social media, think about it, Facebook, Twitter, right? You know, you got Instagram, all of these social media pages, they're using your information. Real estate people, you need credit to sell a house. Without credit, you cannot sell a house. The mortgage broker has to hope that they're actually, and that they have to make sure that that particular application is processed so they can actually make their money. Mortgage brokers, like we talk about, car dealerships, again, nobody can sell a car if the person doesn't have good credit. Now, they can sell a person with a bad credit, but guess what? The interest rate is not going to be the same. So if you're financing a car, you're buying a house, guess what? Credit. So overall, what about tax professionals? These are people that sit down with other individuals. They talk about credit, they talk about income, they talk about taxes. So that conversation is going to come in all of these industries. So guess what? Credit is literally the nuclear of this country. Now, let's talk about the agent. I'm going to run through the comp plan real quick. Say you get started today, right? That's the multiplication process. So you get started, you invite Tom. Once you invite Tom, you make $40 for Tom. Once Tom go out there and get 2 customers, Tom becomes what you call qualified. You're gonna make $60 off of Tom. Overall, you make $100. So let me do a recap. You get started today. You invite me into the business. I get started as an agent. You make $40. I went out there and get 2 customers. Now you make the other $60 overall, which is $100. If you do this within the first week, you make the full $100. Now, if you don't do it the first week, then you're gonna make the $40 one week, and then you're gonna make $60 another week. Now, the company's going to give you 70 days, okay, to actually get that work done. So you have full 70-day calendar to actually get it done. So people are busy. People don't get customers every day. So it still give you time to actually get it done. Say you get promoted to that position right here, field trainer. You do $60 for that same work that you did over here. Again, you're a field trainer. You invited me to the business. I said I want to make some money. You make $60. When I get my 2 customers, you make your $100. Overall, $160. If you were a senior field trainer, you make $90 up front, $150 in the back. Overall, you make $240. If you're a sales director, you make $140 up front, $240 in the back. Overall, you're making $380. I want you to look at this number real quick. Let's say you're a sales director, right? Hypothetically speaking, you do 5 person in 1 week times 380. That's $1,900 for the week. If you do that consistently for 1 month, that's close to $7,000 or even more than $7,000 in 1 month. So with that being said, guys, you choose your numbers, okay? Again, from the same work, all I'm talking about is you recruit one person, they want to become an agent, you went out there and help them get 2 customers, you can make from 100 to 380. These are the top 4 positions, the first 4 positions. And from sales directors and above, once you hit that position, you should be doing 6 figures for the year because it's a very prestigious position, okay? You're making more money than regular car salesman at that position. Let's say you're an agent, this is you invite Maria went and get her 2 customers, like I mentioned before. You make $100 because Maria is qualified. Guess what? Maria is the one that went out there and get 2 customers. Maria makes 100 and 100 over here, which is 200. But because Maria is part of your organization, the company is going to pay you $100 because it's lineage. It's connected to you. Good. Say you are field trainer. Again, you're making 160. You're making 240 as a senior field trainer. You're making 380 as a sales director. We cover that, okay? Now, there's multiple positions. We went from agent all the way to senior executive vice president. I'm not going to go through everything right here, but the moral of the story is you can actually get from 100 to 550 based on your levels. Okay, so with that being said, guys, your goal is to run through the stairs and get all the way to the top as much as possible. Okay, with that being said, guys, for those of you who went out there and get 5 customers, your service is going to be free. Let's say, again, let me do a recap. You invested $288, you get 5 customers, your service is free. It's very black and white. You never have to pay $89 anymore. Again, your service is being taken care of. You get a life insurance up to $100,000. Your identity is being protected. You're fully covered by the company. Now you're making money every single month. Okay, we have a R&R club, which means rest, relaxation, and retirement. So meaning that once you hit certain benchmark on a customer acquisition, the company is going to pay you $600 to $1,500 per month on towards a car. The car must be a Mercedes-Benz, a Cadillac, or an Audi. So whichever of these 3 brands, you can apply the $600 or $1,500 car payment. I was super fortunate to actually get qualified for that $600 within my first 90 days. Again, guys, that's $7,000 per year that I didn't have to actually spend from out of my pocket. I had a BMW 3 Series. It's called the Active Hybrid 3. I was paying $510 every single month for that BMW. When I got into the business, I said, you know what? That's a way I can actually put $7,000 back in my pocket. So I went out there and grind. Once I hit certain benchmark, they're able to give me that $600 a month payment, which is really phenomenal, which is really crazy. I'm super excited, guys. Again, anybody here can actually get it done. You can actually eliminate that car payment because the company is going to take care of it for you. We have different bonuses, 10,000, 25,000 and up. So you decide where you want to be, how fast you want to run through this comp plan. Also, we have $5,000 towards your mortgage. I don't know where you're at in your life. Maybe you don't have a mortgage. Maybe you're looking to have a mortgage. Maybe you want to become an investor. So guess what? Once you hit a certain benchmark, you can take that $5,000, you apply it towards a mortgage, or you can split into multiple mortgages, right? So, or you can get that house and put an Airbnb and make money out of it, and the company's still paying for the house. Multiple ways you can actually get that done. One time, $50,000 bonus over here, all the way to the top of the company. You're talking about from $100,000 to $250,000 per month. Lifetime bonuses. Guys, this is ridiculous, okay? Meaning that they'll match it, okay? They'll put into whatever portfolio, whether it's stocks, whether it's bond, and whether it's index. I don't care what it is, whatever that realistic, whatever that investment portfolio you want that money to go to, from $100,000 to $250,000 every single month. Now, again, let's do a recap. $288 to enroll, $89 per month. If you want to eliminate that $89 per month, you only have to get 5 customers. The easiest way to get 5 customers, guys, go on your social media, talk to your friend and family members, the people you do business with, they'll give you customers. Where you get your haircut, where you buy your groceries, okay? These people are going to, where you do your nails, where you do your hair, ladies, these are the people that you do business with. If you ask them for a referral, they'll be very happy to actually hand you some referrals, okay? What do you get for $288? A personalized sales website, 2 FES connected mobile enhanced website. You have an online business office with reports and sales tracking system. The good thing is every Thursday we get paid, and everything is there. Everything is very easy for you to follow in the back office. Okay, you have 13 different services for yourself. Again, guys, you pay $288, and you have a business that pretty much works for itself. You don't have to sell credit repair. It's something that already sold by itself. Now, first thing you want to do when you get started, you want to go into the successwithfes.com. It's going to teach you how to actually go on a fast start, go through the videos. It's going to coach you and show you exactly how to win. Now, I want to talk about the YFL, which I'm very passionate about. The YFL is very important, okay? $2 towards the $89 we contributed towards the YFL. It's our very own donation program or nonprofit program. So Youth Financial Literacy, what we do is we focus on kids from age 8 to age 18 on the matters of finance. So we want to educate these young kids. And then what we do is we do a small competition and we have them write an essay towards the end of the curriculum. And then we choose to donate scholarships. So this year we're going to grant it over $200,000 in scholarship this year, 2019. We'll be donating over $200,000 in scholarships. So again, you can take this and choose the high school that you want to help, and you can actually help those kids and spread it throughout the country. So all it takes is a leader, somebody who has the desire, who can actually go out there and get it done. Are you ready for success with FES? There's two types of people. You want to become a customer. Second person, want to become a customer and agent. Okay, if that's you guys, I want to congratulate you. Welcome on board. Guess what? One more thing I want to leave you with. Very, 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 very important. Let me go back to the other slide. Very important, right? So, guys, if you're invited by somebody else to this webinar, okay, your friend is over here, okay? Your friend's going to build 3 teams. And this is you right here. Your friend's looking to place you on the top of his 3 teams or her 3 teams, okay? He or she's going to build 3 organizations. The 4th and the 5th and the 6th person is not going to go personally. Guess what? We want to build foundation. We want to make sure everybody else get paid on our team. Number 4 is going to go here. Number 5 is going to go here. Number 6 is going to go here. You make a decision for yourself right now. If you're looking at this for the first time, do you see yourself as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Or do you see yourself as 1, 2, 3? Guys, the decision is yours. You see yourself as 1, 2, 3. Guess what? By default, you're going to win because number 4 is going to be here. Number 5 is going to be here. Number 6. Guess where number 7 is going to be? Right here. You're going to be making money off these people. You're going to be making money off their contacts. You're going to be making money. You're going to override their own business. Maybe this person is going to be a realtor, a mortgage broker over here, someone of influence. They're going out there and blow the business. Guess what? You make money by default. You're still doing the business part-time. Keep your endeavor. Don't drop your kids when you start making money. Don't divorce your significant other when you start making money. Start making the money part-time. It's okay. People sometimes get a little bit too excited. Once they start making money, things change. Now, if you're the type of person you don't want to make money, you're kind of allergic, you want to think about it, you think this is skeptical, you don't want to invest your money, you want to put $288 to actually better your life, and you said, you know what, Mike, I want to come later. It's okay. Once you come later, we're going to put you down here under hundreds and thousands of people where these people are going to be making money off of you versus you on top. And I'm going to use a scenario where a friend of mine, when I first saw this information, I invited him to the gentleman to my friend's house. And once we got to the house, they shared the information. And then he said, Mike, I think this is a scam, but I really like the place. This guy's living lavish. I like his place, but I don't think I have the energy to do this. I'm allergic to it. I said, bro, are you kidding me? You're sitting on this guy's balcony. You're looking at the beautiful view in Miami Beach. He's only 25 years old. He's making a lot of money. Why don't you get started? We both work and we both broke. Why don't we follow his footsteps? So he said, no, he's going to wait and think later. Guess what? This gentleman, he came back 200 people later. So I had to place him underneath 200 people. And guess what? The person that I put on my top spot right now, as of today, a year later, that gentleman actually walked away from his job, okay? He's a stay-home dad. He has 2 beautiful kids. His wife doesn't work a regular job, and he's making 5 figures on a monthly basis. He just purchased his wife a brand new car. He's looking to purchase himself an exotic car. Again, it's all about taking a decision. Some people are going to take some time to make decision. Some people actually going to make decision right away. Here's one thing I learned from my mentor. He said, Mike, there's 2 things that's going to happen, okay? You're going to work for the rest of your life regardless. If 10 years is going to happen, if you're going to live 5 to 10 years, okay, it's going to happen regardless. Guess what? You're going to work hard for somebody else and make them millions, or you're going to work hard for yourself, building your portfolio. Because at the end of the day, he said, Mike, 90% of your life should be building your legacy. Because at the end of the day, your kids is going to ask you, Daddy, Mommy, what did you build? What did you leave for me? right? So you want to make sure that you spend your youth, you spend the entire your youth when you have most of your strength. You want to build your legacy. You want to build your brand. Not saying anything against job, not saying anything bad against college and stuff like that. But can we agree when you're coming out of college, you don't know what is out there in the real world, right? So you're coming out in the real world, you're thinking it's just studying and do homework. But guess what? You've been cooked alive. You got a lot of interest rate. You got to pay your student loans. Everything is about credit. If you didn't have the education on credit, by the time you get out of college, you cook, you're in the streets, you don't know what to do. So the education in the school system doesn't teach us about finance. They don't teach us about interest rate, because most people don't even know how to break down the mortgage interest rate. They don't even know the interest rate on their car. And if they knew, they'll kill themselves, right? So with that being said, guys, for those of you who want to get to the top spot, get to the top spot. For those of you who want to go at the bottom, it's up to you. But guess what? In the next 60 to 90 days, if you're hearing this information, there's something called 6-degree separation. Is a law, right? So 6 people from you right now is going to know about this information within 60 to 90 days. As a matter of fact, someone in your circle going to come into this business, going to blow it up. 60 to 90 days, we're going to go over, we're going to tap into your network. We're going to get into your contact list. How? Either we go through you or through somebody else. If we go through you, you make money with your people. But if we go through somebody else, that somebody else gets started. Guess what? You're going to hear about this information from somebody else that you don't even know, or for somebody else that you knew, but they get started through someone else. Guess what? It's going to be too late. It's kind of like when, Facebook first got started. The stocks was pretty low. Some people got in, they make a lot of money. But guess what? Some people didn't get into Bitcoin. I personally know a gentleman who actually invested in Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin hit $10,000, right, he pulled out. And guess what? He put more money back in. Guess what? He never cashed out. Guess what? We're looking at Bitcoin right now. Not say he's never going to be gonna make that money back again, but he could have cashed out and saved that money. But again, some people are gonna get involved, some people are not gonna get involved. At the end of the day, I want to welcome everybody on board. If you are on this webinar, I don't believe in coincidence, because if you are here, you're looking at this, you're listening to this, it's because you want something better for your life. Every human being grow as much as they can, but not every human being has a plan to grow as much as they can. If you look at a tree grows as tall as it gets. If you look at the dog grows as big as it should be, right? We are the only creature that did not grow ourselves, because the mind, the only way your brain grows is intentionally. You have to be willing to study. You have to be willing to educate yourself, to read the books, actually work and learn from other mentors so you can actually grow yourself. But guess what? Your body's going to grow automatically to its fullest potential. Guess what? As long as you eat you intake the proper nutrition, your body's going to grow physically. But guess what? What about the most important part, which is your brain, right? You got to feed your soul. You got to feed your brain. The more you feed your brain, the more money you can have. The more you feed your brain, the more healthier that you could be. The more you feed your brain, the more relaxed your life can be. You can be at the dream house that you want. You can have the dream car that you want. With that being said, guys, success is very simple. Success leaves clues. My only thing in life is follow the person that has done it before. Never question them. Do it all the way to the end. Follow their footsteps. You're definitely going to have it too. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the person who has done it. With that being said, I want to thank you for jumping on this webinar. If you're ready to get started, get started. It's only $288. You will not go bankrupt. If you don't have it, find it. Okay. We have, last year, America produced over 700,000 new millionaires, new money. So with that being said, guys, millionaires are being created every single day, every minute, every second. So it's your choice. We're living in the best country in the world. This is the only country where you can come from nothing to something. With that being said, guys, I want to thank you for jumping on this webinar. Get started. Get with the person who got you involved. Ask questions. Don't wait, because guess what? The decision that you've been making all your life has gotten you where you are right now. Your thinking only got you thus far. If you keep thinking the same way for the next 20, 40, 50 years, guess what? Your result is going to be the same. So you want to make sure you change your thoughts, you change your thinking, get it into your mentor, follow up with us. We'll definitely coach you all the way to the top. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I will see you guys at the top.